Welcome to Elementary Latin. This is our first lesson. The book we're using is Minimus, Getting Started in Latin. It's readily available through Amazon and other places, and of course the kids who are using this in school already have their copy. So we're going to open up today to the introduction on page 1 and begin to read and learn a little bit not only about Latin but also about the Romans who spoke Latin. And this book is unique in that it actually follows real archaeological studies as the basis for the characters in the book. So let's begin on page 1 with the introduction. Nearly 2,000 years ago, Britain was conquered by the Romans, and the Britons became part of the huge Roman Empire. The Roman family that you are going to read about lived in the north of Britain at a place called Windolanda. Look at this map of Roman Britain and find Windolanda. It is close to Hadrian's Wall. So there you go. You can see the purple stripe there taken out of that's right at the place where Scotland and England are divided. England is to the south and Scotland is to the north. And then they've increased the size of that purple strip for you so you can see where Hadrian's Wall was. Emperor Hadrian built that wall as the boundary of the Roman Empire, and Windolanda was right there in the middle. About 75 years after the Romans arrived, the Roman Emperor Hadrian came to Britain and ordered his soldiers to build a great wall. The soldiers then had to patrol the wall. It is known as Hadrian's Wall, and you can still see parts of it today. It stretches across the north of Britain from east to west and passes near to Windolanda. And there you can see Minimus, our mouse, who says that's where I live. All right, so we're going to go on to part 1 and meet the family on page 2. Now, first, you're going to listen to me read through the panels. So I'm going to read through the first couple panels, and then I'll go back and have you guys repeat. So in panel 1, the mouse says, Minimus sum, mus sum. And then he says, quis es? And the woman says, lepidina sum, mater sum. Okay. So repeat after me now. Minimus, minimus sum, mus sum. All right. And so minimus sum means I am minimus. So the word sum means I am. Now in Latin, the verb will often come at the end of a sentence. So in English we would say I am minimus, but in Latin they would usually say minimus I am, minimus sum, mus sum. So you can guess, I'm sure, what mus means mouse. I am minimus, I am a mouse. And then the mouse says to the woman, quis es? Which is, who are you? Quis es? Who are you? And the woman says, lepidina sum. So repeat that. Lepidina sum means I am lepidina. And mater sum. Mater sum. Can you guess what mater means? What does mater mean? Kind of sounds like the English word mother. And that's exactly what it means. Mater sum. I am a mother. I am lepidina. I am a mother. Lepidina sum, mater sum. Right. And in panel 3, the mouse says quis es. Can repeat that, quis es. And that means, who are you? And the man says, Flavius sum, pater sum. Flavius sum, pater sum. So repeat that. And notice that the word Flavius, notice how that's spelled, F-L-A-V-I-U-S. But in Latin, the letter V makes a W sound. So we're not going to say Flavius, it's Flavius, Flavius, Flavius. Now in panel 4, the mouse says, quis es? Quis es? And the girl says, Flavius sum, filia sum. Flavia sum, filia sum. The mouse says, who are you? The girl says, I am Flavia. I am a, what do you think filia means? Filia means I am a daughter. I am a daughter. And to the boy, he says, quis es. And the boy says, Julius sum. Julius sum. Notice how that's spelled. That's I-U-L-I-U-S. And often when I comes first in Latin, it makes a Y sound. Julius. Julius sum. Filius sum. So again, repeat. Julius sum and Filius sum. And what do you think the word Filius means? If Filia meant a daughter, Filius means a son. And the mouse now says to the other boy, quis es? And he says, Rufus sum. Rufus sum. Repeat that. Infans sum. Infans sum. And what do you think infans means? It's an infant, a baby. So Rufus says, I am Rufus, I'm the baby. Now what about these gentlemen up here in panel 7 on page 3? Qui estis? Qui estis? So repeat that. Qui estis means who are all of you, right? So quis es, like in panel 2 when Minimus was talking to Lepidina, he said quis es, who are you, one person, quis es. But in panel 7 on page 3, when he's speaking to these two men, you have to say qui estis, qui estis, who are you, plural. And the gentleman on the right says Corinthus sum, Corinthus sum. So repeat that. Corinthus sum. And the other gentleman says Candidus sum, Candidus sum. Repeat that. Candidus sum. And then they both say together, servi sumus, servi sumus. So repeat, servi sumus. Very good. So the one man says, I am Corinthus. It's his name. The other man says, I am Candidus. That's his name. And then they both say together, servi sumus. Now the word sum meant I am. The word sumus means we are. So they say we are servi. We are slaves. You can see the English word servant in there, but it means slave. We are slaves. And then in panel 8, everybody that we've met says, Vindolandi sumus. Vindolandi sumus. So repeat that. Very good. Vindolandi sumus. And that means we are Vindolandians. We are from Vindolanda. And now in 9, the mouse is a bit shaking. He says, quis es? And the cat says, Vibrissa sum, feles sum. Vibrissa. Vibrissa sum. Repeat that. And now repeat feles sum. So the mouse says, who are you? And the cat says, I am Vibrissa. I am a cat. So feles means cat. And then in panel 10, the mouse is a bit scared, so mus exit. The mouse leaves. So repeat that, mus exit. Mus exit. Very good. All right, and now here are our vocabulary words. Quis es means who are you? When you say that to one person, so say quis es. Quis es, very good. Qui estis. Qui estis. Repeat that. Qui estis. That's who are you when you're speaking to more than one person. And then we have mater, means mother. Say mater. And pater means father. Pater, repeat that. Pater. Filia means daughter. Filia. So let's say filia for daughter. Very good. And filius means son. Filius. Repeat that. And now infans. Say that. Infans. infans is a little child or a baby. And servi means slaves, servi. And Windolandai means at Windolanda, Windolandai. All right, and in the picture story, you met the Latin words which mean I am, you are, and we are. Here they are again. Sum means I am, es means you are, sumus means we are, and estis means you are. All right, very good. So that is the vocabulary that we should learn for today. And what would be very helpful would be if you would begin to write those down. So it would be a good idea for you to have a Latin notebook, a separate notebook or binder that's devoted to your Latin studies, and just write these down as your vocabulary. In one column, write the Latin, quis est, qui estis, and then in the other column, write down what it means in English, and then you can practice the words by covering up the English meanings and seeing if you've learned yet the Latin words. So that's what I encourage you to do for your vocabulary helps. As we go on, we're going to learn more about the grammar, and then we're going to have another section of reading. And so every week our Latin will go in this way. If you're using this video series through Wittenberg Academy, there will also be quizzes and other activities through the website. If you're using this in a classroom, all you need to do for now is make your vocabulary sheet for your first lesson here, for the first part of Lesson 1, in 2 columns so that you can study your vocabulary words. And that will do it for Lesson 1 in elementary Latin.